in Japan in 1990 was already expensive relative to the rest of the world. And as this chart shows, which is a chart reproduced from a BOJ report that was issued a couple of years ago, looking at the experience of Japan, the deflation experience of Japan, the starting point for Japan in 1995, partly as a result of this appreciation of the currency, was that Japan was hugely expensive relative to the rest of the world. So why was there deflation in Japan? Why was there what was the sort of fundamental reason for prices falling for so long? In a way, it was just because Japan was a very expensive economy and therefore needed to get cheaper relative to the rest of the world in order to be able to regain competitiveness and so on. Now, if we take that same framework and apply it to China today, you can see that it's just completely different. It's completely different in two ways. So one, as this chart shows, looking at that price differential argument, like China is not expensive relative to the rest of the world in 2020. It wasn't an expensive economy then. And since 2020, even though there has been deflation, which arguably should be pushing up real interest rates and therefore pushing up the exchange rate, even though those things have been in place, the currency hasn't appreciated. Instead, the currency has weakened. So I think as a starting point, I'd be very skeptical that deflation in China would continue indefinitely, that there was some kind of deflationary spiral that China was caught in because the currency was behaving in a very different way to what you would expect if real interest rates were rising, because that's something that generally tends to attract money in and push the currency up even further. That's something that didn't happen in China. So that's one difference and one reason for thinking that the economy can recover.